Hello, and welcome to the Basic Bee podcast. I'm your host and favorite SEO strategist and coach, Brittany Herzberg. All right, we are over here. We are entering the final phase of SEO and Grow, which if you're new here, it's my 3-month group coaching program for entrepreneurs who are ready to stop relying on Instagram for leads. And I want to take you behind the scenes. I've got a few lessons I've already learned, tweaks I've made to the program or that I intend to make to the program next round, and ahas from the business owners in the group. The SEO and Grow group coaching program is the container where I guide entrepreneurs through my 3-part SEO and Grow method. As a quick recap, phase 1 is about understanding SEO, phase 2 is about implementing SEO, and phase 3 is about maintaining SEO. We've just wrapped phases 1 and 2, and we're moving into phase 3. So here are my phase 1 and 2 notes, and there's a few different things, but I saw this play out so very big time. We will take all the time that we are given, all of the time. If there is a deadline that is 5 weeks away, we're going to take all 5 weeks to get the thing done. If the deadline is 5 days from now, we're going to make that happen one way or another. Sleep, no sleep, coffee, no coffee, we're going to make it happen. Realizing this and seeing this play out inspired me to restructure phase 1 and 2 for the November round, the next round that'll be happening. I'm also going to be adding in a welcome call at the beginning to make sure that we're all on the same page, whether or not someone has taken my SEO basics course or been in SEO foundations with me. That was something that I definitely noticed missing. I will also be recording new training videos that are just me sharing information about a topic versus having you watch Q&A replays. There is some information that I just need you to have from the jump. So I'm going to make that happen, which is great because the videos that you'll be watching will be much shorter, much more succinct, and really just information packed. It's just going to be me sharing all the stuff. Probably I could imagine even walking you through some of the resources that I have at this point. And the Q&A plus hot seats, those will be taking place on the live calls during the actual program itself. I'll also be giving each week a very clear theme and associated task or tasks, so everyone has a very clear, obvious focus. All of this I can already see as I've made these changes to the current round makes this program much more beneficial for you. For the current round, I've extended the program by 1 week. I wanted to reorganize the remaining time to make the most of it for everyone. So I added a couple calls and a couple Telegram Q&A days and ultimately extended the program just a bit. Big thing here is that I'm not here to run anyone through something that freaks out their nervous systems. That is not a recipe for success. I've experienced that in my own body, and we're not doing that over here. So it made the most sense to just rearrange the time we had left to really just regroup, refocus, and here's where we're going, I'm already seeing it keep people more on task and on target, which is really helping them feel more confident in this whole process. And even with that said, there's no perfect timeline that we should all be following. I've had people in the group who knocked out phase 1 and 2 in just a couple weeks. Then there are others who are slowly and steadily chipping away at tasks each week, and still others who are working on phase 2 things as we're entering phase 3. Every single one of these options will work. You've got to go with what your capacity is and what works for you in this season of life. And maybe you won't even know what that is because life is always lifing, no matter what we've got going on, including what programs we've signed up for. Even with this round, there have been people going through some really, really, really intense things, just life things, while we've been in this group. But here's the deal. I'm in there and I'm able to either help give them a head start or keep the party going while they take care of these real life, intense situations that need their attention. If you think you're going to magically find the perfect time to tackle SEO, think again. The best time to start working on it really truly is right now. As they're getting into all of this doing of SEO, everyone is just really shocked at how easy SEO can actually be. From doing keyword research to creating things like SEO titles to actually implementing everything on their site. We build up this expectation that things are going to be so challenging and so tricky, but really it can be easy and simple and doable and actually fun. And hearing that feedback, these words actually coming from these people has been so heartwarming because that's all I really want to do. I want to show you exactly how to make the most of this free marketing strategy we've all been given. It's there, but it's only going to work if you use it correctly. And that information on how to use it correctly shouldn't be something that causes you stress or feels confusing or feels out of reach or even feels defeating. it should feel empowering and doable and maybe a little bit fun. We have 3 guest experts on deck for this round. I love bringing in others who have an area of expertise that relates to SEO that is definitely something that I'm not strong in. So we've got 3 really amazing people. This round, we've already had Lydia Fine, who you might have already met, come in to take us through optimizing our Google business profiles. I'll link the podcast episode with her below. And she shared a really amazing freebie with me, which I'll make sure to link below as well if you too would like to optimize your Google business profile. I think almost everyone in the program joined that call. They were so excited to learn about Google business profiles, and the information was just so helpful. And having your Google business profile filled out makes you findable. It's you giving Google information directly on what you do, what you're all about, how you help people, all of the things that we talk about. In the next few weeks, we have 2 more guest experts joining us. Teresa Edmond will be talking about content creation from a holistic lens, and Mariah Magazine will be talking about tracking metrics and how to actually use your SEO data to get results even quicker. Both of those topics, content and metrics tracking, fall into phase 3. Everyone in the group is feeling really clear and really confident with their websites and their messaging. They're having all these aha moments for what freebies they can create or what podcasts they want to launch or how they can optimize blog content that they already have existing on their website. It's been really fun watching everything click into place for them. I live for these moments. So here's what they can expect in phase 3. Again, phase 1 and 2 are all about understanding and implementing SEO. Phase 3 is about maintaining SEO. So it's like, what do you do long term? The way I approach phase 1 and 2 is very much like, here's a bird's eye view of how SEO works, and then let's zoom in to actually optimize your website. And in phase 3, we get to look at all the other things we can optimize and steadily chip away at each of these tasks. So we're moving into the part of the process where we get to do the following things: optimize social media profiles and directory listings, even Google business profiles too. You want things to be consistent and cohesive across your digital footprint. We've already taken care of your website by this point, and now it's about bringing the messaging and those keywords over to other parts of your digital existence. I've had so many people find and approach me for speaking gigs or guest blogs, or even refer clients to me simply because they found me through my social profiles because those were optimized. I added in directory listings here as well because I have several people that I've either worked with one-to-one, done for you SEO, or in the group program that are therapists or attorneys or even like massage therapists or chiropractors, where there are just different directories that you can be listed on. They'll also create and optimize content. So some people in the program have never had a blog, some want to start a podcast, and others have years of YouTube videos out there on the internet, but they're all realizing they can both optimize existing content and create content based on their ideal clients, the questions that they answer frequently, etc. It's a great idea to publish new content each month, but if life is lifing and you just need a simple task, it's an incredibly great option to just go optimize an existing blog post or podcast that you've got. It's so much easier to do SEO. It's so much easier than what is expected of us on social media. I cannot stress that enough. And it's funny because so many people come to me and they're expecting SEO to be a much bigger, heavier lift than social media. But when I sit back and I see what people are doing for Instagram versus what people are doing to, let's say, optimize their blog posts for SEO, it's just night and day. Instagram and social media is so much of a heavier lift and it's more draining, and people are really kind of like forcing themselves to do that. And we just aren't about that in 2025 or beyond. Another thing we're doing is looking at how to maximize any media features or speaking opportunities. I would love to sit here and say that I've done the best job with every single media feature or speaking opportunity that I've had, but I have not. However, that doesn't mean that I have to throw in the towel and beat myself up. Surprise. I can always decide to create a blog around any of these features. And that's part of what I want to show these entrepreneurs inside SEO and Grow. Even if you feel like you don't want a blog, you can at least have somewhere you feature these places you've spoken. It does so much to boost your credibility with potential clients. I cannot underline that one enough. And it paves the way for others to reach out to book you for a podcast or even a conference. One of the first things I'm having the group do is list recent and upcoming places they've been featured or they've spoken at. Anything from speaking at a conference to guesting on a podcast to writing a guest blog post or being featured in an article. So they at least have this list they can pull from if they're ever stuck on what to create or what to feature. We'll also run monthly SEO reports and look at how to make marketing decisions based on the data. As humans, we seem to have a pretty avoidant tendency to looking at the numbers, including our metrics for our businesses and websites. And honestly, I have been right there with you. But what I discovered, at least with SEO, and even honestly my bank account, is that as soon as I started paying attention to the numbers, they started improving. I had a handle on what I was doing, what was quote unquote worth it, and therefore what I wanted to continue doing, as well as what I wanted to stop doing and stop putting pressure on myself to do. We've heard this. Facts are not feelings. And in fact, the data is much more grounding of a place to make marketing decisions from. 10 out of 10 highly recommend this monthly check-in on your SEO. And if you're looking for something to make it an easy and fun experience, because we know we love that over here, I cannot recommend the SEO dashboard enough. It's what I've started using for my own SEO reporting and my Done For You clients SEO reporting. And I'm just loving it. It's cute, it's functional, and it's very clear what's actually happening in this dashboard. It also comes with tutorials so that you really do have an understanding of what you're seeing, but also so that you can tailor this dashboard to your own needs. I think it's just brilliant how they created this. The link is going to be below, and there's even a discount code that we've been gifted. So make sure to check that out. Lastly, we will find and fix SEO issues to improve the user experience. Okay, tune in, come back to me. This is a biggie. Because if you have things like broken links or missing SEO titles and meta descriptions, it's costing you leads. Period. The end. But the fixes are quite simple. Time consuming sometimes, yes, but very, very doable. What I've done with clients is give them 1 to 2 tasks each month that they can do to move the needle and make their sites much more user-friendly. That gets people to their site and keeps them on their site longer, both of which are key things Google and other search engines are looking for as quote unquote proof that you know what you're doing and that people actually find you and your site helpful. I am so excited to walk everyone through this next phase in SEO and Grow. For so long, this was what was missing from my offer suite and how I was even helping clients. And it feels so good to finally have a way to help people not just get their websites optimized for SEO, but to help them know where to go after that with content, with metrics, with all of that. If you're ready to dive into SEO and bring in leads the easiest way possible, the next round of SEO and Growth starts this November. We're getting so close. It's going to be here before we even know it. You can join now and take advantage of extended payment plans and get access to these brand new video trainings as soon as I've got them recorded and uploaded, which should all be wrapped up and ready to go by October 1st. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram. I'm Brittany_Hersberg. Of course, the link is below because we love the spelling of my name. And if you're just rearing to get going with your SEO, check out the episode description again very, very soon, because I'll be launching a brand new free resource that will help you know where to start and how to navigate SEO in a very smart, efficient, doable way. Until next time, know that I'm over here cheering you on your SEO journey. You've heard me talk about it, but how exactly does social proof support SEO? Well, your clients are kind of freaking brilliant because when they share what it's like to work with you or what they were able to achieve or accomplish with your help, they use words that other people are searching for. For real, they'll say things like, I walk away with practical tips to apply SEO to my own business, or all online business owners need to know about your SEO course, or Brittany helps me understand SEO in a real and tangible way. You know what's coming next, right? I need your help to get the Basic Bee podcast reaching more of the right ear holes. When you follow, rate, review, and share the show, that helps me help more entrepreneurs discover and lean into the magic of SEO. As a little extra incentive to write a review, once a month I'll be selecting one podcast reviewer to receive a free mini SEO audit. You'll help me get discovered and I'll do the same for you. Check the description for more info.